Welcome to Greenland. Greenland, a land where ice reigns supreme. Fjords carve deep paths through towering mountains, and glaciers tell stories older than time itself. From the remote villages clinging to icy shores to the colossal icebergs drifting silently through turquoise waters, this is a world of extremes, beauty, and wonder. Here, life persists against the harshest odds. Wildlife adapts to frozen landscapes, communities thrive in isolation, and every sunrise brings a new display of Arctic majesty. Greenland is not just a destination, it is an experience. A journey into one of Earth's last untouched frontiers. Join us as we explore Greenland in 4K, a land of ice, life, and breathtaking wonder, where every fjord, glacier, and mountain tells a story waiting to be discovered. Destination number 1. Ilulissat Icefjord, the glacier that moves mountains. In western Greenland, where the Arctic ice meets the sea, lies Ilulissat Icefjord, a colossal river of ice stretching over 40 kilometers from the inland ice sheet to the ocean. Here, glaciers are alive, slowly grinding their way down valleys, carving the landscape and sending immense icebergs adrift into the cold waters below. The fjord is a kingdom of ice, where the silence is broken only by the thunderous calving of glaciers, and the scent of salt and frost hangs in the air. Ice that has existed for thousands of years drifts past, each fragment a frozen relic of Greenland's enduring wilderness. Every iceberg is unique, sculpted by centuries of pressure, melting, and movement. Some rise like cathedrals, others resemble ancient monuments half buried in water. They float slowly toward Disko Bay, a silent reminder of the raw power of glaciers and the relentless passage of time. Though the fjord dominates the land, humans have learned to coexist with its extremes. Small communities cling to its edges, thriving amid ice, wind, and cold. Life here is measured in resilience, the ability to adapt to a world constantly reshaped by ice and water. Even in this frozen expanse, life persists. Seals rest atop drifting icebergs. Birds navigate the icy winds, and whales surface in the deep fjord waters. Survival here is a dance with nature, where every creature must endure the extremes of the Arctic to thrive. And when the sun dips below the horizon, the fjord transforms. Ice turns to gold, water mirrors the sky, and the world feels suspended in a moment both fragile and eternal. Ilulissat Icefjord is not just a landscape. It is a living, breathing monument to the forces that have shaped Greenland for millennia. This is Ilulissat Icefjord, a place where ice moves mountains, where nature is both gentle and violent, and where the extraordinary beauty of Greenland reveals itself in every frozen curve, every glacial roar and every drifting iceberg. Destination number 2. Nuuk, Greenland's Arctic capital. Nestled between fjords and mountains lies Nuuk, Greenland's capital and largest city, yet a place where the Arctic wilderness still feels close at hand. Here, modern life coexists with tradition, and every street, harbor, and home tells the story of a people shaped by ice, sea, and history. The city is small by global standards, yet its heart is vast. Brightly colored houses cling to rocky hills, reflecting off the dark waters of the fjord. In winter, snow blankets the city, softening its edges, while the northern light dances across rooftops, creating a warmth that contrasts the Arctic chill. Life here is shaped by the sea. Fishermen navigate the fjords for shrimp, halibut, and cod, while the market bustles with locals exchanging goods and stories. Ancient traditions mingle with contemporary life, a reminder that Greenland's culture has endured centuries of isolation and challenge. Nuuk is also the cultural heartbeat of Greenland. Museums and art galleries preserve centuries-old traditions, from Inuit carvings to modern interpretations of Arctic life. Every artifact and craft speaks to a deep connection with the land, a respect for the ice, the sea, and the cycles of nature. And yet, the wilderness is never far. Mountains rise steeply behind the city. Fjords stretch endlessly beyond the horizon, and the Arctic air carries the scent of snow and salt. In Nuuk, urban life is tempered by the presence of nature, reminding residents and visitors alike that the world beyond the city is vast, untamed, and beautiful. Nuuk is a city of contrasts, warmth in the Arctic cold, color amidst stark rock, and life thriving where others see only isolation. It is a place where tradition and modernity meet, and where the soul of Greenland comes alive in the rhythm of its people and the majesty of its surrounding landscapes. This is Nuuk, Greenland's capital, a hub of culture, community, and resilience. A place where humanity coexists with the Arctic wilderness, and where every glance reminds us that Greenland is not just a land of ice, but a land of life, history, and enduring beauty. Destination number 3, Disko Bay, floating giants of ice. Just off the coast of western Greenland lies Disko Bay, a vast, icy expanse where colossal icebergs drift silently, carried by currents that have shaped this Arctic seascape for millennia. Each iceberg is a monument, a fragment of the inland ice sheet slowly making its journey to the sea. Disko Bay is a world of frozen giants. Their surfaces shimmer in shades of white and turquoise, each crevice revealing layers of ice formed over thousands of years. Some rise like frozen castles, Others resemble jagged mountains adrift in an endless sea, reminding us of nature's monumental scale and patience. Life thrives around these icy behemoths. Fishermen navigate the shifting waters with precision, while seals rest atop floating ice, eyes scanning the horizon. Even here, amid a seemingly frozen world, survival is possible for those who respect the rhythm of ice and water. Disko Bay is not only a sanctuary for marine life, it is a stage for Arctic wildlife. Polar bears tread carefully on drifting floes, seabirds ride the wind above, and every movement is dictated by the precarious balance of ice and ocean. Here, life adapts, endures, and thrives against the backdrop of immensity. As daylight fades, Disko Bay transforms into a realm of quiet reflection. Icebergs glow in the golden light, waters mirror the sky, and the Arctic silence deepens. Each moment feels eternal, a reminder that Greenland is a place where time slows, and the natural world commands reverence. Disko Bay is more than a landscape. It is a living, moving testament to the power of ice and water. Each iceberg carries the story of Greenland's glaciers, each wave reflects the Arctic sky, and each breath in this frozen world reminds us that nature, in its grandeur, is both fragile and eternal. Destination number 4, Kangerlussuaq and Greenland Ice Sheet, the heart of the Arctic. Far inland, beyond the fjords and coastal villages, lies Kangerlussuaq, the gateway to the Greenland Ice Sheet. Here, the world is defined by vast stretches of ice that seem to extend forever, a frozen desert where every footprint tells a story of endurance and exploration. The ice sheet is massive, a frozen ocean of snow and ice that has existed for tens of thousands of years. Crevasses carve the surface like scars, rivers of meltwater weave intricate paths, and the sheer scale of it all inspires awe and humility. Every step on this ice is a reminder that humans are mere visitors in a landscape far older than any civilization. Kangerlussuaq is more than a gateway. It is a center of discovery. Scientists study the ice to understand climate, history, and the delicate balance of the Arctic ecosystem. Every measurement, every observation is part of a dialogue with a world that has endured millennia of extremes. life persists even here. Musk oxen wander the tundra. Arctic foxes hunt among the rocks, and birds traverse the icy skies. In this harsh environment, every species is resilient, adapting to the cold, the wind, and the isolation of the Arctic. When the sun rises over the ice sheet, the landscape transforms. Snow glows with soft gold, shadows stretch across ridges and valleys, and the silence becomes almost tangible. In this vast whiteness, time seems to slow, allowing the mind to wander and the heart to reflect on the immensity of nature. The Greenland Ice Sheet is the heart of the Arctic, immense, enduring, and fragile all at once. It shapes the land, influences the climate, and humbles every traveler who dares to cross its frozen expanse. Here, in Kangerlussuaq, Greenland reveals its power, its serenity, and the raw beauty of a world sculpted by ice over millennia. Destination number 5, East Greenland Fjords, land of giants and silence. In the remote reaches of eastern Greenland, fjords cut deep into towering mountains, creating landscapes of breathtaking scale and solitude. These fjords are carved by glaciers over millennia, each one a corridor between the jagged peaks and the icy Atlantic waters beyond. Here, the land feels untouched by time. Waterfalls tumble from cliffs like liquid crystal, icebergs drift silently, and the fjord waters mirror the mountains above. The silence is profound, broken only by the distant roar of falling ice, or the whisper of the wind through the valleys. Despite the remoteness, people have made a home in these fjords. Small settlements cling to sheltered bays, where the ocean provides sustenance and the mountains shelter against harsh Arctic winds. Life here is shaped by patience, resilience, and a deep respect for the natural world. Wildlife thrives in harmony with the fjords. Seals float atop drifting ice. Arctic foxes navigate the rugged terrain, and seabirds hunt in the icy waters below. Every creature is a testament to survival, adapted to the extremes of light, cold, and isolation that define eastern Greenland. As the day ends, the fjords transform. Golden light bathes cliffs and waters, mist drifts gently across the valleys, and the northern lights begin their ethereal dance. In these moments, the fjords reveal their true majesty, a place of both immense power and delicate beauty. The East Greenland fjords are a realm of solitude, scale, and wonder. Here, the Earth's forces are visible in every ridge, every ice-laden waterway, and every shadow cast by towering cliffs. It is a landscape that humbles, inspires, and reminds us of the extraordinary beauty of Greenland's remote Arctic wilderness. Destination number 6. Scoresby Sund, the world's largest fjord system. In eastern Greenland, stretching farther than the eye can see, lies Scoresby Sund, the world's largest fjord system. Here, nature has carved a labyrinth of water and stone, where glaciers meet the sea and mountains rise like frozen cathedrals. Every fjord tells a story written over thousands of years by ice, wind, and time. The fjords are alive with movement. Glaciers inch forward, calving massive icebergs into the waterways. The water mirrors the sky, mountains, and ice, creating a landscape of infinite reflections. Here, scale is humbling. Every iceberg, every cliff, and every ripple in the fjord reminds you of the power and patience of the earth. Few people call Scoresby Sund home, but those who do have adapted to a world of extremes. Small settlements cling to sheltered bays, relying on the ocean and fjords for food and connection. Life here is measured by the rhythm of tides, the movement of glaciers, and the light of the Arctic sun. Wildlife thrives in these fjords. Whales breach in deep waters, seals lounge atop icebergs, and Arctic foxes navigate cliffs with precision and grace. Every creature embodies the resilience needed to survive in a landscape dominated by ice, wind, and cold. As the light shifts, the fjords reveal new wonders. Sunlight transforms ice into glass, cliffs glow, and the water shimmers with colors both subtle and intense. In Scoresby Sund, each moment feels eternal, a rare glimpse into the Arctic's timeless beauty. Scoresby Sund is a testament to the grandeur of Greenland. Its fjords, glaciers, and mountains speak of patience, power, and endurance. In this vast labyrinth of ice and water, every glance inspires awe, every breath connects you to the Arctic, and every moment reminds us why Greenland remains Earth's most extraordinary secret. Destination number 7. East Greenland ice cap and remote villages. Life at the edge of the Arctic. In the remote reaches of East Greenland, the ice cap dominates the landscape, a vast white desert of frozen rock and snow that seems to stretch forever. Yet, amidst this stark wilderness, small villages cling to the land, pockets of human life thriving where the Arctic's extremes reign supreme. The ice cap is immense, a living, breathing entity of snow and frozen rivers. Glaciers descend from its heart, carving valleys and shaping the terrain. meltwater flows into fjords below, feeding the ocean and sustaining life in a land that can seem inhospitable to the unprepared traveler. Human life here is a delicate balance with nature. Villagers fish the icy waters, navigate fjords by boat or sled, and maintain homes that have withstood centuries of Arctic wind and cold. Every day is a testament to resilience, skill, and a profound understanding of the environment. Wildlife is abundant yet wary. Reindeer roam the tundra near the villages, Arctic foxes traverse rocky slopes, and seabirds wheel above fjords. Each creature is perfectly adapted to survive in a world defined by ice, snow, and extreme isolation. When the Arctic sun kisses the ice cap, the landscape transforms. Glaciers gleam with soft light, fjords shimmer like liquid silver, and the northern lights begin to dance in the sky. The villages, though tiny against this backdrop, feel alive with warmth and life, a reminder that humanity can endure even in the harshest conditions. The East Greenland ice cap and its remote villages are a study in contrasts. Immense, untamed ice fields against the delicate resilience of human life. Here, every glacier, every fjord, and every village tells a story of survival, harmony, and the extraordinary beauty of Greenland's Arctic wilderness. Destination number 8, Tasiilaq and Ammassalik Fjord, gateway to East Greenland's wilderness. On the southeastern coast of Greenland lies Tasiilaq, the largest settlement in East Greenland, perched at the edge of Ammassalik Fjord. Here, human life clings to fjord shores, dwarfed by mountains and glaciers, yet vibrant with culture, community, and resilience. Tasiilaq is a town of contrasts, small yet lively, isolated yet connected to the rhythm of nature. Life revolves around the fjord. Fishermen set out at dawn, kayaks glide through icy waters, and families gather, sustaining traditions passed down through generations. In these moments, the Arctic wilderness feels close, ever-present, and commanding respect. The people of Tasiilaq are keepers of Greenlandic heritage. Markets, crafts, and storytelling preserve ancient knowledge, skills honed over centuries to survive in a land of extremes. Here, every gesture, every tradition is a dialogue with the Arctic environment, a way to live in harmony with the fjord, ice, and mountains that surround them. The fjord itself is alive. Glaciers descend from the highlands, calving icebergs that drift silently through turquoise waters. Each iceberg is a sculpture, shaped by centuries of cold, pressure, and the slow movement of glaciers toward the sea. The fjord is both a source of life and a reminder of nature's immense power. Wildlife thrives in this frozen corridor. Seals rest upon drifting ice, seabirds glide effortlessly on Arctic winds, and whales navigate the deep waters. Here, in the silence of the fjord, life persists in harmony with the ice and snow that dominate the landscape. As the sun sets, Ilulissat Fjord is transformed. Mountains glow, icebergs reflect gold and pink light, and the northern lights begin their silent dance above the town. In Ilulissat, every day ends with a quiet reminder. Humanity may be small against Greenland's wilderness, yet it endures, adapts, and thrives. Ilulissat and Ilulissat Fjord are a window into East Greenland, a place where nature reigns, culture thrives, and life persists in harmony with the Arctic extremes. Here, every fjord, every glacier, and every home tells a story of endurance, beauty, and the extraordinary spirit of Greenland. Destination number 9, Ilulissat Fjord and glacier fronts, where ice meets the sea. Further south along Greenland's eastern coast lies Ilulissat Fjord, a dramatic corridor where the immense Greenland ice sheet meets the ocean. Here, colossal glaciers descend from the mountains, their frozen fronts calving icebergs into the deep turquoise waters below. The glacier fronts of Ilulissat are alive with motion. Ice groans, cracks, and occasionally collapses, sending thunderous waves rippling across the fjord. Each iceberg that drifts away carries a fragment of Greenland's ancient ice, a frozen testament to the planet's enduring forces and relentless passage of time. Life adapts to these extremes. Fishermen and scientists navigate the icy waters with precision, studying the glaciers and observing the delicate balance of this Arctic ecosystem. The fjord is both a workplace and a classroom, a reminder that nature is both fragile and powerful. Wildlife thrives amidst the ice. Seals rest on floating platforms of frozen water, Arctic terns hunt above, and whales navigate the deep fjord channels. Every creature is perfectly adapted to life at the edge of ice and sea, surviving in a world shaped by glaciers and relentless cold. As the sun dips toward the horizon, Ilulissat Fjord is transformed. Glaciers glow in hues of pink and gold, icebergs shimmer like gemstones, and the water mirrors the sky in tranquil perfection. In these fleeting moments, the fjord reveals its extraordinary beauty, raw, powerful, and unforgettable. Fjord and its glacier fronts are a living portrait of Greenland's Arctic wilderness. Here, the forces of ice and water shape every moment, every view, and every breath. It is a landscape that humbles, inspires, and reminds us of the extraordinary power and beauty of this frozen land. Destination number 10. Cape Farewell and Southern Greenland Cliffs, the edge of the world. At the southern tip of Greenland lies Cape Farewell, where the land meets the endless Atlantic and the raw power of the ocean shapes every cliff, inlet, and fjord. Here, the cliffs rise like fortresses from the sea, a dramatic boundary between Greenland and the horizon beyond. The cliffs of southern Greenland are both majestic and unforgiving. Carved by wind, water, and time, their sheer faces are a testament to the Earth's relentless forces. The ocean pounds ceaselessly against the rocks, reminding visitors that this is a land defined by extremes, isolation, beauty, and danger intertwined. Yet life finds a way. Tiny communities cling to sheltered fjord mouths, where the sea provides sustenance and the cliffs offer protection. Fishermen navigate the stormy waters, following traditions passed down through generations, adapting to a world both harsh and magnificent. Wildlife thrives on these southern cliffs. Puffins nest in rocky crevices, seals bask in calm inlets, and whales patrol the deep waters offshore. Each species is a survivor, perfectly attuned to the rhythm of the Atlantic and the rugged cliffs that define this coast. As the sun rises or sets over Cape Farewell, the cliffs transform. Golden light illuminates jagged rocks, the sea sparkles like liquid silver, and the air is filled with the scent of salt and ice. In these moments, the southern tip of Greenland feels like the edge of the world, wild, untamed, and utterly breathtaking. Cape Farewell and the southern Greenland cliffs are a place of drama, solitude, and enduring beauty. Here, nature reigns supreme, the ocean shapes the land, and life, human and wild, endures against the backdrop of one of Earth's most extraordinary landscapes. Destination 11. Ilulissat and Eastern Islands. Arctic life among ice and sea. Far to the east, Ilulissat and its surrounding islands offer a glimpse of Arctic life in its purest form. Here, the land meets the sea in a delicate balance, where icebergs drift through narrow channels and small communities thrive amidst isolation. Ilulissat is a village that has endured for centuries, its people living in harmony with the harsh environment. Fishing, hunting, and navigating icy waters are not just livelihoods, they are a way of life, passed down through generations who understand the rhythm of Arctic seasons and the pulse of the surrounding islands. The islands themselves are a world apart. Fjords carve intricate patterns into the rugged terrain, glaciers descend from highlands, and icebergs float silently in the fjord waters. The scenery is both serene and powerful, a reminder that even in isolation, Greenland is alive with motion and beauty. Wildlife thrives amidst the islands. Seabirds nest on cliffs, seals rest on drifting ice, and polar bears traverse the outer reaches of the archipelago. Every creature is adapted to survive the extremes, embodying the resilience and ingenuity of life in the Arctic. As day turns to night, the eastern islands transform into a landscape of ethereal beauty. Golden light illuminates the fjords and icebergs, the ocean glimmers, and the northern lights dance across the sky. Here, life feels both fragile and enduring, a delicate balance between humanity and the wild Arctic. Ilulissat and the Eastern Islands are a testament to survival, adaptation, and the extraordinary beauty of Greenland. In this remote corner of the world, every mountain, every fjord, and every iceberg tells a story of endurance, harmony, and the remarkable spirit of the Arctic. Destination number 12. Qaqortoq and southern Greenland. Fjords, a blend of culture and Arctic beauty. In southern Greenland, the town of Qaqortoq sits at the edge of stunning fjords, where Arctic beauty meets human culture. Here, history, art, and daily life intertwine, creating a place both vibrant and intimately connected to the surrounding wilderness. Qaqortoq is a hub of southern Greenlandic culture. Its streets are alive with color and activity, markets hum with trade, and art adorns public spaces, reflecting centuries of tradition. Despite its modern touches, the town retains a deep connection to the fjords, mountains, and glaciers that surround it. The fjords near Qaqortoq are breathtaking. Calm waters reflect rugged cliffs and snow-dusted peaks, while icebergs drift silently from glaciers farther inland. These waterways are lifelines, offering sustenance, transportation, and a constant reminder of nature's presence and power. Wildlife thrives along these fjords. Seals rest on floating ice. Seabirds dive and wheel overhead, and Arctic foxes explore the rocky shores. The balance between human settlements and nature here is delicate but enduring, a testament to Greenlanders' deep respect for their environment. As the sun sets over Qaqortoq, the fjords and town glow in soft gold. The northern lights begin to shimmer above, painting the sky with ethereal colors. In this moment, the harmony between human life and the Arctic wilderness becomes clear, a coexistence both beautiful and enduring. Qaqortoq and the southern Greenland fjords are a place where culture meets wilderness, where human life blends seamlessly with Arctic beauty. Here, every fjord, every house, and every mountain tells a story of resilience, tradition, and the extraordinary landscapes that make Greenland one of Earth's last frontiers. Destination number 13, Narsaq and Qaqortoq Icefjord, glacial majesty in southern Greenland. Nestled along the southern coast of Greenland lies Narsaq, a village framed by mountains, fjords, and glaciers. Nearby, the Qaqortoq Icefjord carves its way through the landscape, a living monument to the power and beauty of the Arctic. The glaciers of Qaqortoq are dynamic, slowly moving and shaping the fjord over centuries. Ice groans and cracks, and occasionally, massive chunks tumble into the water with a thunderous roar. Each iceberg that drifts from these glaciers is a frozen relic of Greenland's ancient ice sheet, a testament to the immense forces at work in this land. Life in Narsaq thrives in rhythm with the fjord. Fishing is a way of life, guiding families and communities through the Arctic seasons. The village balances tradition with adaptation, maintaining a bond with the glaciers and waters that define their home. Wildlife is abundant here. Seals rest atop drifting ice, Arctic foxes traverse the rugged cliffs, and seabirds hunt the icy waters below. In this land of extremes, life persists, resilient and intertwined with the ever-changing ice. As the Arctic sun sets, Qaqortoq Icefjord transforms. Glaciers glow in soft gold and pink hues, icebergs glisten, and the waters mirror the sky. The village of Narsaq, small yet enduring, rests in quiet harmony with the frozen majesty around it. Narsaq and the Ilulissat Icefjord reveal Greenland's true character. A land of awe-inspiring ice, resilient communities, and landscapes that seem untouched by time. Here, every iceberg, every fjord, and every mountain tells a story of endurance, beauty, and the extraordinary Arctic spirit. Destination number 14. Inuit and Southern Greenland. Mining heritage, frozen history. In southern Greenland lies Inuit, a place where history and nature intertwine. Once a thriving mining town, Inuit is now a quiet relic of Greenland's past, where the icy fjords and rugged landscape have reclaimed their dominion over human endeavor. The town is silent now, yet the echoes of labor remain. Inuit was famed for its cryolite mines, a mineral once vital to industry around the world. Today, rusted machinery and empty homes tell stories of human perseverance in a land defined by extremes, where survival was a daily challenge against ice, wind, and isolation. The environment remains powerful and untamed. Glaciers descend toward the fjord, icebergs drift slowly, and the mountains rise like silent guardians over the abandoned town. Here, nature's presence is undeniable, reminding visitors that Greenland's frozen wilderness is enduring, while human settlements are fleeting. Even amidst the relics of industry, life persists. Arctic foxes roam freely. Seabirds find shelter on rocky ledges, and seals navigate the icy waters. Survival is a constant adaptation, a testament to resilience in both nature and human history. As the sun sets, Inuit transforms into a place of reflection. The fjord waters mirror the glowing sky, abandoned buildings cast long shadows, and the northern lights hint at the magic and mystery of the Arctic night. In this stillness, one can feel both the weight of history and the enduring presence of Greenland's wilderness. Inuit is more than a ghost town. It is a reminder of human ambition, resilience, and the inexorable power of the Arctic. Here, frozen history and untamed nature meet, revealing the enduring beauty and quiet majesty of southern Greenland. As our journey through Greenland comes to a close, The beauty, scale, and solitude of this Arctic wilderness remain with us. From towering icebergs and endless fjords to resilient communities and thriving wildlife, Greenland is a testament to the power of nature and the endurance of life in its most extreme form. In Greenland, every glacier, every fjord, and every peak is a reminder of our planet's majesty. A frozen world alive with wonder. This is Greenland, Earth's most beautiful secret. If this journey moved you, inspired you, or awakened your sense of wonder, stay with us. Subscribe to Locanation and continue exploring Earth's most extraordinary landscapes. From hidden Arctic worlds to the most breathtaking places on our planet. Like the video, share it with fellow explorers, and tell us in the comments, where should we travel next? Until our next journey, keep discovering, keep exploring, and never stop chasing the beauty of this world.